Today, we dive into what it truly means to succeed in life. We all have dreams, ambitions, and desires that burn within us. Sometimes, those dreams are clouded by doubt, fear, or the weight of past failures. But success isn't about never failing. It's about rising every time we fall. It's about persistence, resilience, and an unshakable belief in yourself. You are capable of achieving greatness, but it starts with your mindset. You need to believe, truly believe, that you can do anything you set your mind to. Success doesn't come to those who sit back and wait for it. It comes to those who take action, who are willing to work harder than anyone else, and who refuse to quit. Chapter 1. The Power of Mindset. Success begins in the mind. It's not just a cliché. It's the foundation of everything you achieve in life. Your thoughts shape your reality, influencing every action, decision, and outcome. If you believe you are capable, if you believe you deserve success, you will start behaving in ways that align with those beliefs. You will take risks, embrace challenges, and persist through setbacks because deep down, you know you have what it takes. However, if you allow doubt to creep in, if you tell yourself you're not good enough or that the odds are stacked against you, you'll find that the world begins to mirror that negativity. Self-doubt becomes self-fulfilling. The mind is incredibly powerful, and what you feed it will manifest in your life. Training your mind for success is a daily commitment. It's about waking up each day with purpose, a hunger to improve, and an unwavering belief that you can make things happen. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about rewiring your brain to focus on solutions rather than problems. Every time you face a challenge, instead of being defeated, you should ask yourself, how can I use this to grow? What can I learn from this? How can I turn this obstacle into an opportunity? This shift in perspective is the key to success. Challenges are inevitable, but how you interpret and react to them is entirely within your control. Mindset separates those who succeed from those who don't. It's not talent or luck that guarantees success. Those are fleeting. It's the determination to see failure not as a defeat, but as a stepping stone. When you approach life with a growth mindset, every setback becomes a lesson, every obstacle a chance to rise stronger. You begin to see that failures are simply feedback, opportunities to pivot and improve. The most successful people aren't those who never fail. They're the ones who fail repeatedly, but continue to rise, each time stronger and wiser. Your mind is your most powerful tool. It can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. It will either push you forward toward greatness or hold you back in a cycle of mediocrity. That's why mastering your mindset is so important. When you cultivate a mental state that thrives on challenges, that welcomes growth and embraces discomfort, you unlock a level of success that isn't dependent on circumstances, but on your inner drive. In the end, success is a mindset. It's a belief system that shapes how you experience the world. When you train your mind to see opportunities instead of obstacles, to focus on solutions rather than problems, and to view failures as stepping stones, you open the door to limitless potential. The power to succeed lies within you, and it all starts with your mindset. Chapter 2. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is powerful, but it's also fleeting. Some days, you'll wake up feeling unstoppable, ready to take on any challenge and conquer the world. But there will be days, many days, when that motivation vanishes, when every fiber of your being wants to stay comfortable, to avoid the difficult tasks ahead. Those are the days that truly define your path. Success isn't built on bursts of motivation. It's built on discipline. Motivation comes and goes like a wave, rising and falling depending on your mood, circumstances, or energy level. Discipline, however, is unwavering. It doesn't rely on how you feel in the moment. It's a commitment to the bigger picture. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's showing up when you're tired, pushing forward when everything inside you is screaming to quit, and grinding through the tough moments when no one is watching or cheering you on. Discipline is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up halfway. The truth is, winners aren't always motivated. They aren't always excited to take action or filled with energy to pursue their dreams every single day. But what sets them apart is their discipline. They understand that success is built on consistency, on showing up day in and day out, regardless of whether they feel like it or not. It's easy to work when you're inspired and full of motivation, but real progress happens when you push yourself through those uninspired days, when you put in the work even when it's hard, when it's inconvenient, and when the results seem far off in the distance. Discipline means commitment. It's about creating habits and routines that support your goals and sticking to them even when your emotions will have you do otherwise. It's easy to rely on motivation to carry you through when things are going well, but discipline is what sustains you through the difficult times, the moments when the work seems endless, when progress feels slow, and when the outcome is uncertain. The people who achieve greatness aren't the ones who always feel motivated. They're the ones who develop the discipline to keep going even on the hardest days. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you move one step closer to your goals. Each small decision, whether it's getting up early to train, finishing that extra hour of work, or sticking to your plan despite the temptation to quit, adds up. Success isn't about grand gestures or one-time efforts. It's about the accumulation of small, consistent actions that build over time. The more disciplined you are, the more momentum you gain, and the easier it becomes to keep pushing forward, even when motivation runs dry. Discipline is the cornerstone of success in every area of life, whether it's fitness, career, relationships, or personal growth. While motivation may spark the desire to get started, it's discipline that keeps you moving forward, even when the initial excitement fades. It's the key to turning dreams into reality because it ensures you continue to take action, no matter how you feel. So when motivation fades, remember this. It's not about how you feel today. It's about what you're committed to. Success doesn't care whether you feel like it or not. It rewards those who put in the work day after day, regardless of their emotional state. Discipline is your greatest tool. It's the driving force that ensures you follow through, no matter what. When you develop the discipline to stay the course, to keep pushing, to keep grinding, success becomes inevitable. Discipline over motivation. It's not just a mindset, it's a lifestyle. It's the difference between those who dream and those who do. The importance of setting goals. Goals are more than just ideas. They are the roadmap to success. Without clear goals, you're essentially drifting through life without a sense of direction. You may be moving, but you're not necessarily going anywhere meaningful. To achieve true success, you must set clear, actionable goals that serve as both your guide and your motivation. They provide you with purpose and a sense of progress, giving your efforts meaning. But it's not just about setting any goals. It's about setting the right goals, ones that challenge you, push you beyond your comfort zone, and make you grow. When you set goals, you give yourself a target to aim for, something tangible to work toward. Vague ideas like, I want to be successful, or I want to be happy, are not enough. You need to be specific. What does success look like to you? What do you need to do to get there? What actions can you take today to move toward that outcome? Clarity is key. Clear goals help you focus your energy and resources on the things that matter most. Without them, it's easy to get distracted, to waste time and effort on activities that don't bring you closer to what you really want. The power of goal setting lies in its ability to transform your dreams into a structured plan. But even more importantly, it's about breaking those big goals into smaller, manageable steps. If your goal seems too large or too far away, it can feel overwhelming and lead to procrastination. That's why it's crucial to divide your goal into a series of smaller, actionable steps that you can tackle one at a time. Each small step you take is progress, and each step completed builds momentum, making it easier to keep going. Don't underestimate the power of writing your goals down. When you write them, you make them real. They shift from abstract thoughts to something concrete you can visualize and track. There's also a psychological effect. Written goals help hold you accountable. They serve as a constant reminder of what you're working toward, especially on days when your motivation wanes. It's not enough to just think about what you want. You need to see it, read it, and remind yourself every day why it's important. It's also important to celebrate each small victory along the way. Every step you take toward your goal, no matter how small, is progress. These small wins are the building blocks of success. By celebrating them, you reinforce positive behavior and stay motivated. However, It's essential to balance this with a long-term perspective. While it's good to recognize progress, never lose sight of the bigger picture. The ultimate goal is still ahead, and each small success is part of a larger journey. Success is rarely a straight path. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and detours along the way. Sometimes it may feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but that's normal. The journey toward any significant achievement is full of ups and downs, but with a clear goal in mind, you'll always have something to guide you. When things get tough, your goal serves as your compass, keeping you on course and giving you the determination to push through challenges. Setting goals also helps with personal growth. When you set goals that challenge you, you force yourself to evolve. Comfort zones are safe, but stagnant. Nothing truly great happens there. By pushing yourself beyond what's comfortable, you unlock new potential, discover new strengths, and develop resilience. Each time you achieve a goal that seemed difficult at first, you expand your limits, gaining the confidence to tackle even bigger challenges in the future. Remember, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. It's the daily discipline of taking action, no matter how small, that leads to significant results over time. Even if progress seems slow, the key is consistency. Over time, those small steps add up, and before you know it, you've achieved something great. In the end, goals provide you with direction, focus, and a sense of purpose. They transform dreams into reality, one step at a time. The journey may be long, and the road may be filled with challenges, but with clear goals and consistent effort, success is inevitable. It's not about luck or talent. It's about setting a clear destination and working toward it every single day. Overcoming failure. Failure is inevitable. It's an unavoidable part of the journey to success, and the sooner you accept it, the more empowered you become. No one who has achieved greatness has done so without stumbling along the way. But here's the secret. Failure is not the end. It's just a detour. It's not a permanent roadblock, but rather a redirection, offering you a chance to reassess, recalibrate, and come back stronger. Every successful person you admire has faced failure. They didn't succeed because they never failed. They succeeded because they didn't let failure define them. It's not failure itself that matters, but how you respond to it. When failure happens, it's easy to feel defeated, to think that you've reached the end of the road. But that's just a temporary feeling. What really counts is whether you let it stop you, or whether you use it as fuel to keep going. Do you let it knock you down for good, or do you get back up, learn from it, and keep pushing forward? That's the difference between those who give up and those who eventually succeed. Failure is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. It's a lesson in disguise. Each failure contains valuable insights, showing you what doesn't work, where there's room for improvement, and what you need to change to get closer to your goals. It's a reality check, revealing your weaknesses, but also giving you the opportunity to turn those weaknesses into strengths. When you view failure as a learning experience, it transforms from something negative into something productive. It becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Think about it this way. The greatest successes often come after the biggest failures. In those moments of defeat, when everything seems to be falling apart, you have the opportunity to rise stronger, wiser, and more determined. It's in those low moments that you build resilience, mental toughness, and the grit needed to keep pursuing your dreams. Failure isn't a reflection of your ability to succeed. It's simply part of the process. Some of the most innovative ideas, the most groundbreaking businesses, and the most inspiring stories of success were born out of failure. When you fail, take a step back and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What went wrong? And what could I have done differently? What adjustments can I make to improve? Failure gives you the opportunity to refine your approach, to grow, and to get closer to your goal with each attempt. It's not the setback itself that defines your future. It's how you choose to move forward from it. The truth is, the road to success is rarely a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and obstacles, and failure is one of those obstacles you'll have to face time and time again. But each failure gives you a chance to develop the perseverance needed to reach the next level. The more you face failure head-on, the more resilient you become. The key is to never let it stop you. Instead, use it as a catalyst to push yourself harder, to work smarter, and to keep going, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Think of failure as part of the refining process. Like steel forged in fire, your character, your skills, and your mindset are all sharpened through the heat of failure. Each setback toughens you, making you more capable of handling the challenges that lie ahead. It's the people who learn to embrace failure, who refuse to give up, that ultimately achieve the most profound success. Many people fear failure because they see it as a reflection of their worth or ability. But failure isn't a measure of who you are. It's a measure of your willingness to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to pursue your goals even when the outcome is uncertain. The only true failure is giving up. As long as you keep trying, keep learning, and keep growing, you're not failing, you're progressing. So don't fear failure. Embrace it. Let it be the fuel that drives you to work harder, to push further, and to never give up. Each failure is simply one more step on the path to success. Every time you fail, you're one step closer to getting it right. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a crucial part of it. The greatest achievements come not from avoiding failure, but from rising after each fall, with more knowledge, more determination, and a stronger will to succeed. In the end, overcoming failure isn't about avoiding it or being immune to its sting. It's about understanding that failure is a necessary part of the process. It's about using failure as a tool for growth and being willing to keep going despite it. When you embrace failure, you turn it into your greatest teacher and your most powerful motivator. Keep moving forward, because success is not a destination. It's the journey of learning, growing, and rising above every failure along the way. Chapter 5. Persistence in the face of adversity. Life will test you. There will be moments when it feels like everything is going wrong, when you're tempted to quit, when the weight of your struggles feels too heavy to carry. But success is not about never facing adversity. It's about pushing through it. It's about staying persistent, even when the road ahead seems impossible. Persistence means never giving up, no matter how tough things get. It's the willingness to keep going, even when it feels like the world is against you. Success is often just on the other side of that final push. When you feel like quitting, remind yourself why you started. Remember the vision you have for your life. The road to success is long, but the only way to fail is to quit. Keep going, and you will get there. The role of hard work. There are no shortcuts to success. In a world where people often search for the quickest route to their goals, hard work remains the one true constant in achieving lasting success. It takes not only physical effort, but also mental toughness, dedication, and an unrelenting commitment to your vision. Hard work is the foundation of all success. You can have the greatest dreams, the best plans, and the most innovative ideas, but without hard work, they will remain just that, dreams and ideas. You must be willing to put in the effort, day in and day out, to turn those dreams into reality. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of setting big goals, but what really matters is the work you're willing to do to achieve them. Hard work is not glamorous. It's the long hours spent perfecting your craft, the sleepless nights, the moments of self-doubt that you push through, and the sacrifices you make along the way. It's showing up, putting in the time, and doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. True success isn't about luck or talent alone. It's about how much work you're willing to put into something. There will be times when the path forward feels slow, when it seems like your efforts aren't paying off. It's during these moments that hard work matters most. When the results are slow to come, it's easy to feel discouraged, to think that maybe you're not cut out for the journey. But that's where perseverance comes in. Hard work isn't always about immediate gratification. It's about laying the groundwork, brick by brick, for something bigger. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Every hour you put in is bringing you closer to your goal, even if you can't see the results right away. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's the culmination of countless hours of hard work, of sacrifices made along the way, and of a relentless pursuit of your dreams. It's easy to see someone's success and think they got lucky or had an easier path, but what's often unseen is the grind behind the scenes, The early mornings, the late nights, the failures they learned from, and the relentless work ethic that fueled their journey. The people who succeed aren't always the most talented or the smartest. They're the ones who refused to give up and kept putting in the effort, long after others had stopped. You must be willing to outwork everyone else. Be willing to do what others won't. That's the price of success. Hard work sets you apart from the crowd, and it builds a resilience that talent alone can't provide. When you're willing to put in more effort than anyone else, you develop an edge. You become more prepared, more experienced, and more capable of overcoming challenges. This work ethic doesn't just apply to your career or goals. It becomes a way of life. You begin to approach every obstacle with the mindset that, through hard work, you can overcome it. Hard work is also the ultimate teacher. It teaches you discipline, patience, and the ability to push through adversity. When you put in the work, you learn about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and how far you can push yourself. Every time you challenge yourself to work harder, you're not just getting closer to your goal, you're building character. You're developing the mental toughness that will carry you through the inevitable ups and downs of the journey. You learn how to manage stress, how to focus under pressure, and how to keep going when things get tough. The value of hard work extends beyond the immediate rewards. It shapes your mindset and rewires how you approach everything in life. You stop looking for the easy way out because you know that the true rewards lie on the other side of hard work. You stop fearing challenges because you understand that they're an opportunity to grow, and that with enough effort, you can overcome them. You start to see setbacks not as reasons to quit, but as tests of your perseverance. This shift in mindset is what allows people who work hard to keep moving forward, no matter what. Sacrifice is also a key part of hard work. There will be times when you'll need to give up certain comforts or pleasures to stay on the path to your goal. Whether it's working extra hours, missing social events, or cutting back on distractions, hard work often demands sacrifices. These sacrifices may feel difficult in the moment, but they're part of the price you pay for success. The question isn't whether you're willing to make these sacrifices, but whether you're willing to make them consistently over time. The truth is, hard work often feels thankless in the beginning. There's no guarantee that your efforts will be rewarded immediately. But if you stay the course and remain dedicated, your hard work will eventually pay off. Success will come not as a surprise, but as the natural result of the consistent, focused effort you've put in. And when it does, the feeling of accomplishment will be all the more satisfying because you'll know that you earned it. You'll have the confidence that comes from knowing you've worked harder than most people ever will. In addition to success, hard work builds credibility. People respect those who work hard, who are willing to do what it takes to achieve their goals. Employers, colleagues, and peers notice the effort you put in, and that can open doors to new opportunities. Hard work builds a reputation that lasts far longer than talent or luck ever could. It sets a standard that others admire and strive to follow. Finally, hard work teaches you the value of persistence. When things get tough, and they will, hard work teaches you how to keep going. It teaches you to grind through the difficult days, knowing that every ounce of effort is bringing you closer to your goal. This persistence, this refusal to give up, is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. In conclusion, hard work is the bedrock of success. There are no shortcuts, no easy paths, and no substitutes. If you want to achieve greatness, you must be willing to outwork everyone else. You must be willing to do the things that others aren't. Hard work is what turns potential into achievement, and it's what will ultimately carry you to your goals. The road may be long, and the journey difficult, but with hard work, dedication, and persistence, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. Chapter 7. Surround yourself with the right people. The people you surround yourself with have a massive impact on your success. If you're surrounded by negativity, by people who doubt you, or don't believe in your dreams, it's going to be much harder to succeed. But if you surround yourself with people who uplift you, who believe in you, and who challenge you to be better, your path to success will become much clearer. Success is not a solo journey. Find people who inspire you, who push you to reach higher, and who are also working towards their own goals. Build a circle of support, but also be that support for others. Together, we are stronger, and together, we can achieve more. The power of consistency. Consistency is the foundation of success. It's not about achieving perfection in one grand gesture. It's about the accumulation of small, deliberate actions taken over time. Success isn't a single event or a lucky break. It's the result of showing up every day, putting in the effort, and staying committed to your goals, even when motivation fades or obstacles arise. The power of consistency lies in its ability to create momentum. When you stick to something day after day, it becomes a habit. Over time, those small, repeated actions add up, and that's where the real transformation begins. The most successful people in the world are not necessarily the most talented or the luckiest, but they are the most consistent. They understand that talent alone isn't enough. What matters is the ability to keep going, to keep putting in the work even when progress feels slow or when setbacks occur. Consistency turns potential into results. It bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Those who are consistent build a foundation that sustains them over the long haul. They know that real success is not an overnight achievement. It's the result of persistent effort applied over months and years. Think about how powerful small, consistent actions can be. Just like how water, drop by drop, can carve through stone, your daily efforts, no matter how small, have the potential to create massive change over time. Each day that you take action toward your goal, you're building momentum. You might not see immediate results, but that doesn't mean the work isn't paying off. Consistency compounds over time, turning small efforts into big results. The more you stick with it, the more progress you make, and eventually, the results will begin to speak for themselves. One of the most important aspects of consistency is discipline. Consistency requires you to take action even when you don't feel like it, even when distractions are calling, or when the road ahead seems long and uncertain. There will be days when it feels easier to give up or take a break. But success is often found on the other side of those tough days, when you choose to push forward despite the challenges. It's not about waiting for the perfect conditions or for inspiration to strike. It's about committing to the process, rain or shine. Whatever your goal is, whether it's personal, professional, or physical, consistency is what will carry you there. It's easy to get excited at the beginning of a new journey, but the real test comes in the middle, when the initial excitement wears off and the hard work begins. This is where most people quit. But those who stay the course, those who continue to show up and put in the work day after day, are the ones who succeed. Consistency separates those who talk about success from those who achieve it. Consistency isn't just about effort. It's also about planning and strategy. To be consistent, you need a clear plan, a roadmap that guides your actions. This plan doesn't have to be complicated, but it should be concrete. What specific actions will you take each day to move closer to your goal? When will you do them? How will you track your progress? By creating a plan, you remove uncertainty and make it easier to stay consistent. It's not enough to just try hard. You need a system that ensures you're taking the right steps every day. Sticking to a plan also means embracing the idea of delayed gratification. In a world where instant results are often celebrated, consistency teaches you the value of patience. It's not about getting quick wins. It's about building something lasting. The more patient and consistent you are, the more meaningful your results will be. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't expect it to grow overnight, but with daily care, watering, sunlight time, it eventually grows into something strong and beautiful. Your efforts, when applied consistently, will yield the same kind of growth. It's also important to remember that consistency builds trust in yourself and in others. When you are consistent, you prove to yourself that you can follow through on your commitments. This builds self-confidence and a sense of pride. Each day that you stick to your plan, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals. Over time, this creates a cycle of success where each small victory fuels your motivation to keep going. Externally, consistency earns the trust and respect of others. In business, for example, clients and colleagues come to rely on those who consistently deliver. In relationships, trust grows when people know they can count on you to show up and follow through. Being consistent in your actions builds a reputation of reliability, which can open doors and create new opportunities. Of course, consistency doesn't mean perfection. There will be setbacks, and there will be days when you miss a step or fall short. That's okay. What matters is that you get back on track. One misstep won't derail your progress as long as you remain committed to the bigger picture. The key is resilience, the ability to bounce back and keep moving forward, no matter how many times you stumble. In conclusion, consistency is the secret weapon of success. It's the steady, unwavering effort that turns dreams into reality. It's the daily commitment to take action, to keep going, even when the path is difficult or the rewards seem far off. If you want to achieve something great, you must first master the art of showing up, day in and day out, with focus, dedication, and persistence. Make a plan, stick to it, and trust the process. Over time, you'll see that consistency is the key that unlocks the doors to your goals and eventually to your success.